Good day, folks. It's DIY Guy 123 here, bringing you another do-it-yourself video. Today we've got a 2008 Hyundai Tiburon, and you know it's fast because it has low-profile tires. Anyway, the symptoms are we turn the key, and to start it, it's got a good battery in it. It's always been no problem. So we go to start it with the clutch in, and we briefly see. Go ahead. Well, sometimes we briefly see like the odometer blip and like a dash light maybe, but pretty much it just seems like it's a dead battery. The battery's not that old, and you know, normally we could listen to the radio for an hour and 20 minutes, and it starts right up. We know no lights were left on last night, so what's going on? Well, I was about to try and boost it or charge it, and I thought I'll just check the voltage first. So to check the voltage on a battery, you basically need to check the negative terminal to the positive terminal, and people get all worked up about the orientation of the leads. You can get them backwards, it just will show a negative reading. Normal battery testing, you start with negative terminal with the black lead, positive terminal lead there, and you should see anywhere from 12 to 13 volts in that range. 12.1, maybe a little bit discharged, but that's charged enough to start the car without any problem at all. And it seemed puzzling that the car didn't seem to have any juice. We go to hit the key, nothing happens. So go ahead and try and start it right now. Go. Key on in the start position, clutch in. Yeah, and you notice the voltage doesn't drop on the battery. Okay, you can let go. The voltage doesn't drop on the battery, and you would expect it to drop when it's under the heavy load of a starter. So what's happening? Well, somewhere between here and everywhere else, there's a fault that's causing the voltage to be interrupted, and the current to be interrupted as well. And so what we do at that point is try and check, well, okay, from this lead right here down to wherever it goes, what would the voltage be? There shouldn't be really much of a drop when you're in the start position, but there might be like a 1/10 of a volt drop or a 1/2 a volt drop, even if your wires are really quite old or thin. And what I found, so I checked, you know, from here to here, and from here to down there, and from here to various spots. And what I found is between this piece right here and this stud right here, there's a drop of about 9 volts. And I was shocked to see that. There it's 7, but it does vary. Okay, go ahead and try and start it. And see it rises a little bit when the key's on. Okay, let go of the key. And it drops a little bit with the keys off. So that means there's a high resistance fault between this piece right here and this piece right here. So I'm going to zoom in on that and show you what we're dealing with. I actually thought it was the same piece of brassy, coppery stuff from where I'm touching right there to the end of this. But if you look carefully, this is there's this piece, then there's a plastic sort of insulator maybe, something, and then there's this piece right here. So to fix that, we're going to have to dismantle this mechanism right here, clean the corrosion out of it, put it back together. And when we put it back together and we measure the voltage drop between here and here, there should be 0 volts drop. Okay, so I left the key on when I got out after trying it the last time, and I must have left it in the running position, on position. And my helper just adjusted this. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a pump that ran. So I'm just going to hit the key and see if that's enough to start it. Oh, it's going to be, because I can hear the doorbell dinging. So that proves that the corrosion under here is the problem. So we're going to take this all apart, clean it with a fine sandpaper, and put anti-corrosion grease on there, dielectric grease, and put it all back together and never have a problem again. If that was greased originally, it would never corrode. So when we took these 2 leads off, we can see that this is corroded, and not just like it's dirty corroded, but like it's used up the metal. The metal's thinner where my fingernail's touching than it is in the center where my fingernail's touching there. So that surface right there is actually thinner. And in there, This level is higher than this level where my finger's touching.